Hi guys, and welcome back to a new canvas time lapse. This time you will see me use other colors than normal, and that is because challenge is being given again, and it is Roxy Car 11 that has been a little bit facetious with me, and she challenged me to use orange as the main color. And here you can see I'm using graphic 45 paper, and I'm not particularly happy about this paper. It's not my colors, as you know, so that's what I'm using it, but it's a good background for my project. So you can see me here, I'm just gluing down random laces from my scrap bag, and I'm following the lines. And the butterfly I used so briefly there is the same butterfly I used for the project for Sparemarbles 2012, her birthday gift last year. So I can pop the link to my video for that underneath so you can see what I did with the same image then. It's a pretty different project, to say it mildly. This is a easier project though, and I'm just following the lines on the paper, and I haven't been particular with the papering, and I did that up front because to save time on the video. And I'm just slapping the lace down. There's nothing wrong with the laces, but you know, you're saving scraps to use them, so. And I'm trying to get rid of some glue strings there. And there you see my scrap bag. And there's nothing wrong with these laces. It's just bits and pieces. And Roseanne's challenge was to use orange as the main color, and that is what you will see me do after a while here. And I'm struggling with my heat gun. I can't stand it. I need to invest in a more expensive one. It's my main tool, so. And this sunflower lace I got from a friend of mine in Norway. Hi Nina. I like it a lot. More lace. Hiding any bad gluings. And you can see there was a gap there, and now it's gone. And the sun is my inspiration here, so, and the butterfly lady. And that lady, that image is from a Life magazine from 1920s or something, I actually think. I'm not, or the 40s, I'm not sure. And it's called The Flapper. And I absolutely love flapper images. Not too bad though, but they're very artistic. And this one is a drawing, so. This is a lace I used to have in the shop, and that's all that's left of it. And I'm thinking of getting it in again, but I wanted to use it because of the rays, sort of, so. And here I'm going in with Tim Holtz stencil, and the reason that is so red because I used it on some spray paint that's like permanent for something earlier on, but it doesn't matter, you know, it's a thin layer, so it doesn't hurt the stencil. I'm going in with my homemade texture paste here, and I'm putting on very thickly because I want dimension here. And it's a mixture of spackle for indoor use, very fine grit, white glue and a little bit of white acrylic paint to lighten up the color. And one of my favorite stencils, the Harlequin, very elegant one. Making sure I have texture more or less everywhere, because I'm not 100% sure where all my embellishments will go. I'm putting on pretty thick clay on the edges. In real time, this project took around 2.5 hours to complete, and it's narrowed down to 37 minutes, like ×4 speed. So pretty quick. And I'm almost where I'm getting starting on the color explosions. And I'm gonna be using Lindy's, and the colors I will be using is the Bougainvillea Fuchsia, and for making deep color, and then for browns I'm using Cattail Copper Brown, the Steampunk Sepia, and which I absolutely love. So I need to get more of it. I'm almost out so soon. I just got it. And I'm using the Canna Lily Bird Orange, which is a little bit like a brownish orange. And to lighten it up, I'm using 2 yellows. I'm using the Yellow Rose of Texas and the California Poppy Gold. And then I'm also using Fuzzy Navel Peach and Cape Cod Coral. And I'm ending up mixing them together because the Fuzzy Navel Peach was almost empty and didn't want to spritz. And this doily here has been in my stash like forever, and it's a thick one and not my favorite one, so I thought it will be good as the sun and to provide the background for the butterfly flapper. And here I'm going in with some acrylic paints. I'm out of gesso, so I need to get hold on more of that. And it adds texture, but you will see me get a little bit of problems with that later on. But I knew it was coming, but I knew how to fix it, so I thought it was a good thing to show. So it's a little bit of learning. I'm just dabbing it on here and there, not being particular whatsoever. Drawing. More drawing. It was a little bit wet. Okay. I'm going in with some pearls. It's a mixture of like big seed beads and tube pearls, and I like adding pearl clusters or any kind that makes texture, can be glitter or something, in just random spots like that on my projects. They make good texture with or without Lindy's on top. And more. And this perfect medium, it's, you know, embossing ink, and this pad have been mistreated for a long time. This is Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder, and it's a yellow with an aurora effect on it. You won't see it, the aurora effect. You won't see this a lot after a while after spraying, but it gave me another texture, a smoother texture on top of the laces, and that meant that the lindis would lay differently, more on the surface on those spots than going in the fabric, and that gives another color definition also. So I'm pretty generous with the embossing powder. And here I'm starting with the sprays. The Bougainvillea Fuchsia first, to give the darkest spots in the middle there. And the Canna Lily Burnt Orange. And you can see it's a fairly brownish orange. I've been playing with the saturation on my videos, so it could be a bit more saturated, but I have had problems with saturation on reds before, and I probably put it down a little bit too much now. And also the outline is also affecting the colors, but this is getting fairly bright by now. There's all kinds of orange colors going on. Next time I make my own texture paste, I will put in more acrylic paints, I think, because that will make it will smooth out the surface on it, and the sprays won't go so much into the texture paste as it does. I don't like that. And that's the Cape Cod Coral. And it kind of doesn't show, so it's too light. And not so much in the bubbles, so I'm mixing it with the Fussy Navel Peach. And it gives me a more lindis to play with and darker color. And this is like a coral colors, both of them, and coral and peach is like a mixture of pink and orange, so I thought that would be giving it a good addition to the ordinary orange. And the reason I'm using the Bougainvillea Fuchsia, which is like a burgundy pinky color, is because I want some kind of contrast, but and purple is one of the biggest, it's the biggest contrast in color, more or less, to orange, so, or yellow. It makes it pop a little bit more. So okay, there's the copper cattail copper brown, and I'm putting it in behind the doily to kind of pop it up us somehow. And drying. And mixing the yellow and the orange. And bear in mind that cotton laces take more color than synthetic laces, so you get a color play in that as well. And I'm just putting on a little bit on the back side so it's not that boring, and not being fussy. I'm going in one more time later. So that's just a still photo, what was going on with the colors. And here is the alcoholinks, and that is playing better with the acrylic paints than the Lindy's, and it melts really cool into the grooves, so I like that a lot. And I'm putting on very generously. I'm not being what do you call it, squeamish with it. So, and since it evaporates so fast, that's probably why it works better with the acrylic paint, and it doesn't have the time to get into. There's the orange, and I'm using yellow and orange and butterscotch colors and more. Having fun. And here I'm doing something you shouldn't do, and I forgot to, but remembered, don't heat up the alcoholinks because it has some toxic fumes, so I stopped there. So I have no idea what to do with this project afterwards, because I don't have orange in my house, or so I might sell it if you ask me. So Steampunk Sepia, I just got it and like 1 month ago or something, and it's just gorgeous. And it's from Lemur's Steampunk series. It's just amazing. And here I'm going in with some fibers. Somebody gifted me, I can't remember each fiber, who's from who. But I really do like getting fibers, because getting a big ball of yarn in the store, it's costly. So, and you don't usually need a lot to play with, so that is a nice gift. And you can share that with many friends with just one ball of yarn too, so that's really cool. Just playing with a little bit of piece I got left over there. Some flowers from Julie. Julie is, you know, Craft Supplies one, and we have done like a shop owner to shop owner swap. I got my stuff like a week ago, and she's still waiting for hers. Shipping's been slow lately, so you know, that's the way it is with international shipping. Okay, here I'm going in, I'm playing with the image, and I have printed this on a medium gloss paper, and I'm very careful because I don't want to destroy the image either. You never quite, you know, in the old times it didn't take moisture at all before it got this colored and bulky. So I'm very careful, but I really want shine on her, and I'm keeping a good distance to the heat gun. I'm keeping that away so it doesn't bulk up. Here I realized it's no problem. So, and then I'm remembering that I actually have a water pencil. I have kind of killed my not pencil, water. Yeah, that's a pencil, water brush. Yeah, I killed all of mine, so I need to get more. So that's why I was tapping with my fingers and so on. So, but now it's moving on a little bit quicker, and I like using this because it's very smooth, and I really like it. So going in with orange, and that particular orange color is created with the yellow rose of Texas and the calla lily burnt orange, and that gives actually a very, you know, true orange. And on the edges I decided to give her dark edges instead of like doing dark from the inside of the butterfly next to her body and outwards for a change. And I'm fairly putting out fair amount of the Bougainvillea fuchsia here. It's a gorgeous color. As you can see, I'm taking the challenge all the way out. I'm not kind of dipping into the orange. I'm really jumping into it. And I'm having a ball. So, and I have slightly giving it a little color on the back side, so she's not all white. And then I'm going in and coloring her. And I'm using the Steampunk Sepia Brown to give her shadows, and it works super nice. No problem whatsoever. I don't do coloring of images. I'm not into that whatsoever. But this I like to do. It's like I'm not into those stamps and so on. I don't have one copying marker or anything like that. So. And I don't feel like I need it either when I achieve this kind of results. So, and going in on the details, I didn't want her to be all white. That wasn't pretty. There you can see her, and she have a gorgeous outfit, and I'm giving it a little bit of color so she's popping. And she's one sexy lady and so happy in her face, a little bit of attitude. Okay, these flowers been given to me by Marta. She's Laces and Pearls there on YouTube, and I'm coloring them in with orange, and I'm dipping the brush in the different petals to give them like a more play of the orange on each flower, because normal, you know, real flowers have a little bit of different shades on each petal. They're not all the same. Lindis are very pretty nice to color in flowers with if you haven't tried it. To get a little bit of the shimmer disappears into the paper, so you don't get so much of the shimmer as of the color. But if you want to shimmer, you should use the powder, the magicals instead, and you use that also with a water brush like this, and you get a very solid shimmer. You can see just a slight bit of shimmer there. So there you see the different oranges I got going. Then I'm realizing I need more flowers, so, and I'm taking off the green. I don't like the green a lot. Very few flowers have pretty greens, and well, green is probably the color I use the least of, so anyway. And I'm shaping the flowers a little bit. Putting some wet medium on them makes them change a little bit. Picking up some more lindis from the sheet. Don't want to waste it. I don't like wasting. And here's my funky tray again. I have a tendency of putting my glue gun in it, and then I'm also using it for glitters and embossing powders and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's not long since I clean it up. It just gets like this very quickly. So there's some yellow lindis in there already. Alright, happy. And my fingers are getting kind of funny looking here now. Discarded those peachy flowers. They just wasn't, they're too pastely. So here I'm going in with another fiber, very pretty one. It have kind of like tassels, so I wanted to give it something more on the bottom there. And I'm struggling with my glue gun again. I need to get a better one, because the glue sticks tend to pop out. So, and the tip isn't fine, so I need to have a fine tip. So I end up putting the glue on the sheet, my worksheet there, made it easier. So my phone is going off, that's typical. And the rosettes there I did off camera, and I did that hydrangea flower also. No, not hydrangea, it's a gardenia, and I got that from Shilpa, I remember that. And the rosettes were from Artie, so I'm using the stuff, girls. These flowers is also from Julie, and I'm covering the pearls with alkalinks because the pearl color doesn't work on this project. And purple and orange, good contrast. So I started on my embellishments here now, making like a trailing spray down on the right side there. I don't want to put a lot of stuff on the left side because of the rays, which is kind of like giving the hint of that this is a sun. And I'm putting in some stamens again because the glue gun heat gun messed them up a little bit, and I don't like throwing stuff away. Okay, and I decided to stickle up the flowers, putting them down first because I always use stickles last on my projects, so almost last. Okay, I bumped the camera, guys, sorry. And it's a little bit of camera I'm working a little bit off camera here, but because I haven't realized it's so much out of position, but it will be back in position soon. And there the stickles goes on, and that is just a normal gold stickle. And let's see, where did I put it here? It's gold stickles from Ranger, and the other one I'm using in a little while is the distress stickles, also from Ranger, but you know, Tim Holtz. And I'm going in with walnut stain on the edge of the butterfly to give it good contrast and emphasize the shape. going light. You could have done that, but then it would be better to have the light shade to it. It wouldn't have worked as good since this was orange, and I hate the combination of orange and white actually. Also, when I worked as a florist, I couldn't stand baby's breath and orange roses together. Never did that. Refused. Going in with random pearls here. Some Swarovski looking ones in glass or acrylics. Some glass beads, some acrylic beads, all in different shades of orange and sizes to emphasize the line of flowers I got going there and to connect it all, instead of using doodads. I have doodads in orange, but I wanted to do a real change this time. That's why I also use gold as metal accent. So I kind of went all the way out here with colors I don't normally use. Absolutely love the color on those purple flowers. Very pretty. Is there a little bit of hairdo in between here? And here I'm realizing I have to put the camera closer. I can't move the camera, but I can move the project, so you can see better what I'm doing here. I'm playing with the placements of the beads. And it's not so beigey browny looking. The project is very orange. And it's a saturation on my camera, so I need to fix that because I've been trying to get the flashy red pink issue I had going, and it seems like I have overdone it slightly. I need a little bit more saturation. So, but I pop in pictures of the project and it will show it better. This is my second attempt to do the narration, so I'm kind of tired of talking. I'm a chatterbox, but hello. And here I'm emphasizing the race again with some pearls I got in Florida. These are more yellow than it looks like. And I'm playing with the placements, figuring out. And the diamond shape really makes it fun. It's a contrast shape to the rounded butterfly shapes, rounded doily shapes, round flowers, round beads. So you can say that the left side is very geometric and the right side is very organic in shape. And playing with contrast between those different kind of shape types is also very fun and gives a lot of interest to a project. Alright, I'm more or less done here, and I want to thank you so much for your support and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was not my normal colors whatsoever. And Roseanne, I hope you liked it. I don't think it came out whatever you expected, but I did have a ball, and I will pop the link to sparemarbles project with the butterfly down below. Not her project, mine. Her gift to her. And I don't know what more to say. Emphasizing the edge here again because I smeared the edge a little bit. And I'll pop in a few pictures once the video is done. I hope my narration was good enough. I'm not sure if I will add in some music this time, because I think narration is probably more than enough. And I also want to thank you for your support and awesome comments to my canvases. I am having a real ball doing it, and even though they're not very shabby chic, all of them, I hope you stick by. I use a lot of textures and techniques, so there's always something to pick up. Alright, I consider myself finished and trying to show you some details, and I pop up the pictures afterwards so you can see the colors of the canvas better. Yeah, you can see a flash of it there. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I speak to you all soon. Bye bye.